Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2. I love that you joined us as we sit with our teacher today, Matthew. And oh, are you in for a treat? Not much more to say about that. So let's meet Matthew in his experience of people don't meet him in his pain. They don't get what pain he's in. This is powerful, and welcome to Self-Inquiry. Let's move into part 2. Matthew and his work. Okay, number 4, in that situation, sitting on the mat, what do you need to be happy? What do you need them to think, say, feel, and do? Number 4 is about how to be happy. Number 3 was about advice. Number 2 was how to live what you want in that situation. So now we're into happiness. Number 4, to be happy, I need them.
I need them to sit with and hold me. I need them to feel my pain. I need them to really see me. It's a bit of the similar stuff. Some of it's shifting now into I can see how I would need them to be in conversation with me and to share in joyful moments. And I need them to understand why I am the way I am.
Well, I think you're getting a look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no one else can tell you. They could tell you, but if you don't relate to it, then it's theirs, not yours. And you can open your mind to it. But
Yeah. A lot of that is definitely it's shifting more towards being, as you say, not relying on other people to define me and and
well, define you in your mind. In your mind,
hmm,
it's
yeah,
like we defined you. You think we define you. You think. What's an example, just in case I'm off?
um yeah I, I'm trying to sort out what that actually means, but it's like an example would be doing some sort of personality quiz and taking everything that it says to be 100% me. And my mind will do that sometimes if I perceive somebody's mood to be if I perceive a negative mood, or then I take that to mean that I'm a bad person, or that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. So, if you see something negative, the way you just described, then it's a worksheet on that person. And also, that person could just be fascinating. You might want to know more because you could be wrong about who you are believing them to be. The whole world can open up to you in these worksheets. I can't be with anyone that I don't learn from. I'm testing right now to see if that's true, but God, I love to listen and ask questions. People love if you ask questions about them. They're forthcoming because it's a topic they understand. It's a topic they're familiar with. And so to be happy, you need them to sit with you and hold you. Is it true? Would that
no,
make you happy
I
in that
don't need.
situation? Well, first ask, would that make you happy if someone sat with you and held you in the state of mind you were in?
Yeah, 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 I would have.
And how do you react when you think the thought, to be happy, I need them to sit with me and hold me? How do you react when you believe the thought and they're off communicating and you're sitting there also believing that they don't meet you in your pain, which they don't. How could they? You've seen enough to know, how could they? How would they even know? So to be happy, you need them to sit with you and hold you. Have you asked them to?
No.
So find someone you're more comfortable with, someone you know better, maybe a relative, I don't know, but someone in your life, and ask them to give you what you need. In other words, specifically, would you sit with me and just hold me for a moment? I just need a little care right now. I'm not doing that well. I used to do that all the time. And if I feel that way again, don't hesitate. This is my world. This is my life. People can tell me no, and I'm grateful for that. It shows me who doesn't want to hold me and be with me. I just go to the next person if I still want that. And also, I need me to sit with me and hold me. You can just, when it's appropriate home at home or appropriate anywhere, you can just put your arms around you and just rock, because you are a somebody. And you're the one that's closest to you, the one you can trust to really mean it.
Yeah, totally.
And I trust when someone holds me that it's because they really want to. I don't have a reason to believe otherwise. I don't assume they're holding me. That's what I wanted. To be happy, you need them to feel your pain. Is it possible for anyone on this earth to feel your pain, your specific pain?
No, like I understand that no one can actually understand like the full scope of my
No,
internal world.
no,
So
no, no, impossible. I need me to feel my pain. Okay, honey, be there in that situation. Don't change anything. Just feel your pain physically when you're believing that they don't meet you in your pain. Turn around, I don't meet me in my pain. Now just feel it. Drop the thoughts in your head and feel the effects on your body when you're believing that thought. Notice the images in your head of the past and future. Notice those thoughts and images that show up when you want someone to feel your pain. Notice how old it is. Notice as it takes you back and back to that same state of mind. No one was there to feel your pain and or listening to you, nothing. You're just, you want someone to feel your pain and no one's there. Or you're rejected. Notice they're too busy. You don't want to ask them. You're alone.
yeah, I can definitely feel it's like I think the earliest image that comes up is like me in my crib, like as a baby, like kind of
Mm-hmm.
like when they used to let you like cry it out. It's kind of an image that came up. It's like just not being met.
Yeah. This is old. This, everything we're thinking and believing is inherited. It's learned and we attach to it, meaning we Yeah, we attach to it. It just doesn't go away. It's living in us and it builds up. They're looking at origin.
Yeah. It's just like and there were other moments where it just felt like a coldness and a rigidity in my chest.
Yeah. And my going back, it was like I never asked them again.
Mm, yeah.
They can feel my pain there, and then they don't care about me. They're self-centered. They're just like everything I am and asleep too. In the moment it has the egos being formed, and we're just littles, these precious littles, and believing what's offered up, and as it occurred to us as identity. Kind of breaking the spell as we sit together. I want them to feel my pain turned around.
I want me to feel my pain.
Yeah, so be there now and just feel it. Notice those images of past, future. I love you're not closed off from them. You're really open to them. So now you've found someone that can feel your pain and someone that cares. In my world, that's finding what you were looking for.
Hmm. Yeah, that feels good.
Feels right.
Yeah, that's the better word.
I should see me. To be happy, I need them to see me. Turn around to be happy, I need to see me. And I need to see them. See, you see how you're moving out of the trance of I need them to meet my pain?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, whole world going on. We see
yeah,
it, we don't see it. I
yeah,
need
yeah.
I need me to be in conversation with them. Know what you actually wrote with. I I need them to be in conversation with me. So on the mat, is it true? Look at them. And other than what you're thinking and believing, are you okay?
Yeah.
Be there with you. For me to be happy, I don't need to be in conversation with them. You can witness it, and you can be in conversation with them, even one at a time, even in a group, just sharing what you appreciated authentically from what you heard them share. And thank them and ask them a question about it. It's a little clumsy at first, and then it just becomes so fluid.
Yeah, I just need to do it more.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, you were impressed with what you heard from her, as an example.
Hmm.
And when we're not thinking and believing that I need people to meet me in my pain, for example, we can really hear the whole world. We can see, we can hear. It's like the world becomes like vivid and clear and bright, even in the darkness. We can see. It's just, there's nothing that's not a gift.
Yeah, and every time it's just, if I feel my pain again, it's just more about me coming back to meet myself.
It's not just. Yeah, it is just. Yeah, I get it. Just. It's
Yeah.
only.
Yeah. Just isn't my favorite word, but yeah.
Making small of what's consumed your identity and body, and you're haunted. It's a haunting. It's foreign. It's off. Your emotional feels that you can get sick with it, and we can get real sick with it. I love that this community, when we sit together, we find the way out of this trance. That it's just it can be deadly, and it can spare us from just everything from mild irritation to suicidal thoughts, hurting others. That's a wake up call. When you hurt others, you're hurting yourself. It's like we can justify it, but it's still in us. We're computers, and we're adding data all the time, all the time. Data, 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 data. Just input, input, input. That's the ego, what we're thinking and believing, programmed. And to break free, is it true? You know, it's to understand the program and not be lost in it as it.
Mm-hmm.
To be happy, people need to understand why you are the way you are. Is it true? When you're believing that they don't meet you in your pain, people need to understand why you are the way you are in that situation. Is it true? How could they? Look at you. You look like you have it together.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see how that's just wishful, egoic, wishful thinking, like crazy thinking? It sets you up, and then your life your whole life is ego driven with why it's true. Proof,
Yeah.
proof, proof. Yeah, we get sick from it. Sick like depression, life of pain, confusion. Confusion's the only suffering. There isn't any other suffering. There isn't any other suffering. Confusion is the only suffering, and we're breaking free from confusion, and that's the gift that self-inquiry can give any of us if we have the courage to sit in it. It takes a very open mind. And it's you've certainly got that, Matthew. So no one can give you what you're looking for, but you. I love this work. You know, let's look at 5. I love sitting with you in this work. Going back to 4, people should share joyful moments and understand why I'm the way I am. I should share joyful moments
Mm.
with those people. And it could be something, joy could be something that one of them said that you feel just a little laughter in or humor to, or, and that's difficult when you are, your identification is, I don't, they don't meet me in my pain. But it's there. You heard that woman and how she writes it down before she speaks, and it's helpful. They all had something to offer, all of them. And I should understand why I am the way I am. And sitting in this worksheet, I think it's just, there's some understanding there. And we've skipped a lot here in the interest of time. So you can go back and do the whole worksheet sitting alone if you want to break free from they don't meet me in my pain. And thank goodness they don't meet you in your pain, because they can't see it. And you're just like them. You couldn't see it either, the cause of your pain. And just an emotional ball of the ego offering up proof of what we're looking here on the worksheet. Let's look at 5.
I think they are uncaring, inept, untrustworthy, damaging, dangerous, not worth being in relationship with, and oppressive.
Now you can see why you think they're not worth being in relationship with when you notice what you're thinking and believing onto them and the situation and yourself.
Yeah.
So they're uncaring. Is it true?
No.
No, they're, you're not that approachable or seemingly interested. And if we care about you, we'll leave you alone. You're alone, or we don't understand you're in pain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this whole facade that I'm maintaining.
Yeah, you're someone that I might notice in a few sessions of yoga, and just walk over and sit down by you and say, "What's up?" I'm just fascinated. You're just, here you are. If you don't mind, what's going on? I mean, because that is fascinating. There you are, and there's everyone else. I mean, you look like someone that really has your head together.
Okay.
We have no idea what's going on in you.
Yeah.
And you expect us to guess, to
Yeah.
know, sympathize, but you look like you have your stuff together. Some of us, and they don't meet me in my pain. And what I used to do, when I believed something similar, was I wasn't in a yoga class. It was just like I was such a victim, and my body took it on. And how are you? Like my mother might say, "How are you, Byron Kathleen?" Doesn't sound like something she'd say, but anyone just say, "How are you?" It was just like I just, no words. I was just too pathetic and pain. No one understands me, even though they're asking me a question. I'm just so locked into that I had to show it with my body. And then as I got older, I would just, they don't understand me. I became more same thinking, but different physical modality, depending on who it was. If it was maybe my mother wanted me to do the dishes or something, I always have to do the dishes. She never asks my sister. It's just not fair. And she never asks my brother, because he's a boy. And I mean, same. Yeah, they don't meet me in my pain. God, that's a good one. I hope you all have as much courage if you're feeling the same way to write your own worksheet. Those people are uncaring. Check it out. Is it true? Can you really know it's true that they're uncaring?
No. Like I even witnessed them share things and behave in ways that are caring, or like are caring, um, and
You know, get personal. They don't care about you. They're uncaring. They don't meet you in your pain. They're uncaring. Look at them. They're over there laughing, communicating, being serious. They're and they look at you, but just maybe glance. Don't approach you. They're uncaring. Is it true? Look at you through their eyes, through one person's eyes as they look at you.
yeah, it could be intimidating. Um, yeah, I could just like for being very stoic. Like they might look over and I'm just like stoically, or like very like a penetrative glance, like just very, um, yeah, where it just might like bring something up in them that causes them to just feel uncomfortable
Yeah,
in approaching.
approachable.
Yeah.
Yeah, unapproachable. They're uncaring. Turned around, they're caring. They leave you alone.
Yeah, I'd never thought of that as being caring, but I can see that in like a spiritual sense, even just like it's like a respect of just like giving me space rather than just approaching me in a very like uncaring way, just like walking over me or like interacting with me in a way that's just not present, I guess would be.
As you describe the way they might see you as you look at yourself in that situation. If I care about you, I'm not gonna interrupt whatever that is.
Mm, yeah, that's a good point.
Whatever you have going, I may even want that for myself, not knowing your pain at all. No visibility into it.
Mm,
What you've described, that's a man as I look, as one of those students that I admire. You have it all together. You're not like doing yoga and then just talking and conversing, and you're really taking it in. I don't want to interrupt that. You're in your practice. I mean, everything that you said, and more.
mm,
I don't see you in your pain.
yeah, I guess it's possible that, and it's even possible that someone can be in pain and also be in like a yogic process. And because I'm appearing like I'm holding it together, then that would even seem stronger. Like,
It could be why people go to yoga in the first place. It could be everyone in the room. You don't know. If it's enough to know ourselves. Can't know what another. One of them could go home and blow their head off. They just look like they just so have it together. To do yoga, it takes mental yoga to hold those positions, and it
mhm. Yeah, it does.
takes focus, very open mind, and courage, and practice. They're inept. Look at them, look at you. They're inept in that situation where they're off conversing and you're sitting there alone. They're inept. Look again. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? And what is your definition of inept? They're untrustworthy. Is it true? That's a good one.
It seems silly to think that.
Yeah. Turn it around. In that situation, I'm untrustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a facade
Yeah.
of where you're really at in your head.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. It's like that's yeah. If I can't be forthcoming and honest,
You
and
can't be approachable.
yeah.
Forthcoming and honest with yourself, which you've got plenty of that. We've all witnessed it. Insight, beautiful. Courageous, incredible. In that situation, they're damaging. Is it true? When you're believing they don't meet you in your pain, they're damaging. Is it true? Look at them. Are they hurting you? They're teaching you. Look, they're conversing. They're out in the open. They're saying ridiculous things. They're sharing deep things.
Yeah. Like where I get attached to the idea that they're dangerous or damaging,
Mhm.
is just like my own self beating myself up in a way. It's like,
Yeah, believing that, they don't meet you in your pain.
yeah,
Well, as an example, I keep going back to that anchor, and I interrupted you.
no, it's okay. Um, yeah, it,
I was interested, and the gun went off.
yeah, I think it's just there's something about like even just to use that moment, like that's where I'll like attach to stuff like that, where it's like I'm just so unforgiving and harsh with like the humanness of other people. And um yeah, that's which is like unfair. Um
Not true.
yeah,
It's a don't know.
yeah,
Know another person's mind or heart. The ego just fires off, they are that, and then looks for all the proof. And that's the situation. What's the proof? Well, they're all isolating. They're not including me. There's some proof.
yeah.
They don't see my pain.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really sticky.
And even if they saw your pain, because your body's taking it on, the ego has to do that. You can't believe it without taking on the tendency of pain, whatever that is. And you know what that is in this situation. Even with no matter what, we can't see your pain. If you say, I'm in pain, we don't know what that is. We don't know what your pain is. We know it hurts, but we don't know how to fix your pain. And we can tell you, oh, it's okay, it's all right, oh, I've been there too, and all of that. And it's not something we can really take in. All we hear is they don't meet me in my pain. It's just they're just telling me about theirs, and they don't get it. I'm in pain. I mean, I don't know a way out of hell other than self-inquiry. And to understand the mind is to understand the world. And then no one ever has to see your pain. It's like I need them to see my pain. Turn around. I don't need them to see my pain. I don't want them to hurt the way I do. I don't want to be a teacher of that. I mean, and I don't want me to sit in that. So that's our worksheet. They're not worth being in relationship with. In that situation, I'm not.
I'm not worth being in relationship with.
Give me an example in that situation. Why
Uh,
might they see you as not being worth being in relationship with?
um,
Go over there with them in your mind and leave your body there where it is, and look at you. Why might they see you as not being worth being in relationship with?
I'm distant and in my own head and not contributing, or I'm sharing things that seem very like high-minded and um like I'm sharing things that they might interpret me. They might see them as like not on my level. Like they might feel intimidated to be in relationship with me because I'm sharing things that
You're
um
very mature human being. I mean, you're very. I mean, you're a sophisticated human being, and that doesn't go over well with everyone that go to yoga classes.
yeah.
And it's a reason to be with you if you were accessible. If we take the arrogance out of it, it's just an incredible gift that it's not just for you. You share it just by your presence. And
Yeah, like I don't actually have to say anything.
no,
Just get to be and to like be curious about people.
yeah, there it is. And appreciate them. They know how to have fun. They know how to laugh. They know how to gather. They know all that stuff. And as a sophisticated man in the world, it's not everyone's cup of tea, whereas yoga is. And to understand how to be in the world, it sitting through this worksheet, it just may not be something your cup of tea to join them. It's yoga. You share. You're getting that's yoga. And you're grateful, you've listened to everyone, you leave, it's done. Or you sit there until you're ready to leave and it's done. But it's the absence of, they don't meet me in my pain.
Yeah.
And you don't have to join the world to do these worksheets. But to live self-realization, it's not even, I'm going to go back to it's just not it's just not necessary to be free here, to be with them or not by choice in the absence of pain. So we've tried on a lot here. No, there so many times I think Stephen would be so much he just doesn't get being with people. He just doesn't get the joy of that. He just doesn't, etc. And and I just and I'm a don't know. But I notice when my children and grandchildren come over, he's he's um, he's he's connected and he laughs and he's helpful and he's engaged. That's the word so and his whole world is me. He has no other interest. And if I'm going somewhere, he would never go alone, but he goes because he wants to be with me after all these years. It's just the strangest thing. So, all things possible in this world. No two people are alike. No two people, when we consider what we're thinking and believing, it narrows down to 1 through 6. That's a checkmate. I want, I need, they should, they shouldn't, I don't ever want to, and I hurt. Yoga, mental yoga,
Mm.
mental yoga. So in that situation, I am, as I look at that group on number 5, I am uncaring.
Yeah. I am uncaring. I am inept as far as like socially. Um, I am untrustworthy.
I want to ask you a question, is because do
Yeah.
you want to be social? And I'm not talking about ego. I mean, would you prefer it if you could? Or would you prefer just your own company? With
Mm.
exceptions, of course.
Mm. Yeah, like most times I prefer just being by myself. Like there's like there I I think if I could get or like being without that idea of like people not needing to meet me in my pain, um, I can see there being room for enjoyment of just being with people. Um, I was hanging out with a friend yesterday, and that was a bit of my work and my challenge was trying to just be in the moment, and that feeling of being in pain and him not being able to meet me in that was a bit of a cloud over the the time spent together.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and so I just find myself in a time of life trying to find my own interests and hobbies and trying to find that and then people who can share in that. But there's some fear too. There's fear around being fully in my joy and like
yeah,
around other people.
yeah, yeah. God, I love this work. I'm just hearing I don't know.
Yeah.
And and I relate to everything you're saying. And I think there are a lot of us on this call that relate to it. But I want to know how to be with people, and the way to do that are these turnarounds. we question it first, then we turn it around. Those turnarounds show me how to be, and the questions show me how I react when I believe the thought, and questioning them frees me to be with them, but it doesn't mean I have to. It's like I do, I don't. I do, I don't want to be with people.
Yeah. And really being able to show up in an authentic and honest, like you say, like not showing up for people to be nice or to feel like I'm trying to like maintain. I don't want to be
Or at
um
least to be yeah, what you said.
yeah, it's like I'm still trying to understand if like relationship maintenance is something that needs to be done kind of like in the same sense of like working out. It's like where's the line between doing what is maintenance and what is like actually fun and enjoyable, and
Yeah,
like when that needs to be and why it might not be fun and enjoyable, and like you say, doing the turnarounds to expose
yeah.
questioning the questioning certain thoughts that maybe haven't been examined that are getting in the way.
People, I didn't know how to be here, meaning I was never comfortable in the world. And by some grace, I was shown, and by some grace, I found words that would give it a practice so I could live in it. And as the human race is who I believe them to be, I care deeply about that because the human race is in me. The human race are who I believe them to be. Other than my mind, I know them by heart, without exception. Dog, cat, tree, human, sky, world, no world, by heart. And this work gives us all access to what we're looking for that no one else can give us. This work gives us ourselves back, and it shows us the cause of our suffering, and we find alignment in it that no teacher can give, that's for sure. I'm a student in this world, and sitting with you grows me. That's what I love about this community, So in that situation, I was uncaring, inept, untrustworthy. My thoughts were, I like reading it in that situation. In read number 5, my thoughts were
My like those same things, like my thoughts were
uncaring about you, about them.
mm, yeah.
Try it on. Inept.
Mm. Yeah, my thoughts were inept. Yeah. My thoughts were untrustworthy. My thoughts were damaging. My thoughts were dangerous. My thoughts were not worth being in relationship with. That's a good one. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
my thoughts were oppressive.
Yeah.
It rings true there.
And yeah, that's painful. That's painful. They don't meet me in my pain. I don't meet me in my pain. The thoughts, you're believing your thoughts, and that's the cause of all suffering. Let's look at 6. In that situation,
I don't ever want to be around people who don't see me or understand me.
I'm willing to.
I'm willing to be around people who don't see me or understand me.
Yeah. They see you and they have their own understanding of you. And you got to see that man from their position. You got to see like moving, like leaving you there and moving away at the same time and just looking at him. It's a way of seeing how you react when you believe the thought. And you can study that, your body language, and notice how old it is. Did you develop it at 4 years old? Was it there? Is it something that you had someone you really admired in your life at 10 years old and you took on that thing? Or the way I move my hands, is that like my mother? I mean, where did I get that? It's all inherited. We believe ourselves into this world. We don't do it on purpose. This is our school. And then we take on the mannerisms. Not only do we have some of the physical aspects of our parents, but if they raise us, we're around them, and then we see other people we admire, and we take on that physical tendency. I mean, I am all things. And self-inquiry breaks that spell, and it leaves me, by some grace, as an understanding, caring human being, and does nothing. So all worlds, something, nothing. Life is dreamed. What you were thinking and believing about them, it's a don't know. It's like a dream. And if we don't question what we're thinking and believing, it's like living a nightmare. Little of this, little of that. Matthew, it's just been just a delight to sit with you and that open mind. An open mind, that's the key, and you sure got it. And, I'll share with you what I know to be the best medicine, because it'll give us freedom on our deathbed. And every moment is a deathbed, on that a worksheet a day. Even if we don't have time to work the whole thing, we pick it up the next day, worksheet a day. Write one every day and finish the one from the day before if you were caught. The time didn't allow it. Let's get some feedback, and thank you, Matthew. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. I appreciate this and what you shared.
Your authenticity, your lack of, I'll say it the other way, your generosity is just thank you. Lil, your takeaway from Matthew's work today.
Hi, Byron. Hi, community. Yeah, Matthew, I'm so related to the work he was doing and the practice I do. It's whatever's lacking in any situation is what I'm not willing to give. And it was really clear from his worksheet that so many times, because I do it along with him, what I'm lacking, I blame, I say, because they're not giving it to me. And that's why I don't have it. And what became really clear is that these worksheets show me that I give or take for or from, right? Like my thoughts either give or take, right? So there was a session a number of weeks ago where the individual said, oh, when someone says, I love you, I don't believe them because I know they don't know the me that I'm not showing them, right? So how could they possibly? So it's we really set ourselves up and we really set other people up, right? Based on these thoughts.
Yeah,
So
that ego will have no other. Its focus is I am. And yeah, there is no other, and the world is as I think and believe it to be, and it can never be more than that. And self-inquiry, it certainly bursts that bubble. And all of a sudden, life takes on a whole, it's like it was dim and now it's shiny. Even in the dark, it's clear. It's just, yeah, thank you, honey.
Without the worksheets, Katie, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. It's got this whole game going on.
Yeah, it
Without,
sure is. The trance. This work breaks the trance. And yeah, we're trance egoed, imagined into this. We imagine ourselves into this world innocently, and we have no idea that's what's going on. And the ego has a fear of death. And that fear of death is if something happens to this body, it's like, who am I? Well, nothing, nothing. And we can be here and be awake to the gift of life. Who cares if it's imagined or not? Do we love it yet? So, Earth School.
and the rule, like in his case, the rule was set up when he was that child in the crib. That then now it's just making that true over and over and over again for whatever was holding that rule in place. I'm not lovable. They don't care. I'm not okay. Like you often say to people, like that one gentleman in the church, and the church fell down on his head, and you said to him, "But are you okay? Are you okay? Aside from that thought, are you okay?"
Other than what you're thinking and believing, go back. Are you okay? And yeah, and then we're left with how can I help? Our true nature just shines. What can I? How can I help?
Amazing gift.
The
Thank you.
opposite of fear. Thank you, Lil, honey. I love you. Popped in today, Stefana.
Hello, Katie,
Hi,
and
Stefana.
thank you, Matthew, for the worksheet. It was beautiful to watch him, especially in the moments when he lit up. It was so visible, and it was like as if really his authentic nature, like the inner child, or however you want to call it, like was, I don't know, a huge transformation in these moments. And I've been practicing yoga alongside all kinds of spiritual researches, whatever. And I think I can relate very much to this tendency when one is getting into this kind of mindset of becoming very serious and becoming perfectionistic with oneself and so on. And then it's such a help, these moments when something just breaks apart, like a whole mind structure. And I think sometimes in us who are maybe a little bit more, I don't know, disciplined or however you want to call it, it can become so strong, and then it becomes so visible when it's just breaking apart. And when you said it's like breaking the trance, I thought like exactly like that. Like it was just so nice to see it, and I think he could be a huge inspiration for people who are doing yoga and maybe do get a little bit into this mindset, because he can relate so much to it. So
Yeah, if we
I
do
think
our work, we could go to a session like that, a yoga class, and sit there, and um, they um, they they don't include me and just feel emotional around that. And then we do our work, and we know we're there when the direct turnaround is, oh my goodness, how beautiful. They don't approach me. They don't
yeah,
see me. And we're alone with our thoughts because we love them. And that's where inspiration is and everything. And they don't approach me, turns out to be like something beautiful. But it takes a lot of life and some work to understand that this world is gifting. It is not. It's not the opposite, and even physical pain is so many have heard me say is, and this work will show up. it'll show up for you if you continue on like a worksheet a day that even physical pain is either remembered or anticipated. And I say that a lot. And but let's deal with the mental pain, and the body follows the mental pain. And who knows what we're going to discover. Thank you, Stefana.
Thank you.
Kavika.
Hello, Katie.
Hello.
Oh, this work has just been like as if I would have done it, and it feels like I'm doing it every morning now. Around this theme, it's just like hits me totally in my heart of not being approachable and the longing to connect. So that was so nourishing for me to see Matthew in this and to see his longing also in his heart to connect in this way. Yeah. So
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you so much. And oh my goodness, all of you, thank you for your courage. Thank you for our teacher today. So grateful. Matthew, thank you again. And thank you all for sitting in something beautiful. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time at homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.